Hi guys, Coach Elliott here. Today we're going to be going over another play in our video playbook series. Today the play we're going to be looking at is called Power. Power is a classic run play in the game of football. It's probably been run for over 100 years at this point by a countless number of football teams. The reason so many teams run it is because it is such an effective play. And let's get into power right away. So the reason this play is called power is because we are trying to get hat on hat on these three guys. So on a 3-by-1 left, we're running to the left side. So unlike our inside zone play, on power, the tailback runs to the same side that he sets up on. And we do this on purpose because we run a lot of inside zone, and as teams start to see that we're running so much inside zone, they'll start to figure out that as this tailback lines up on the left side, if we run inside zone, he's going to be looking at this A gap right here. So teams will start to realize that. They'll start to scout us, and they'll start to realize, oh, that tailback's lined up on their left side. He's going to be looking for this A gap right here. So that's where the defense will be keying on. So how do we take advantage of that? We have the tailback run, line up on the left side, and run to the left side. All right, without further ado, let's get into everyone's assignments. So the receivers are going to block the man over the top of them. Pretty simple. Get between your man and the ball carrier. The quarterback is going to receive the snap. He's going to pivot on his backside foot, in this case that right foot, and he is going to take a turn so that his belly button is facing this play side sideline. So in this instance, it would be the left sideline. The tailback takes a drop step, so he takes a step back to try to lower his shoulders and give the lineman time to set up their blocks. Then, after he receives the snap, he's going to be running through the 3-hole. Now, what do I mean by 3-hole? Well, many teams in the game of football have a numbering system for holes or gaps between the offensive linemen. And we also do. We don't use it a whole lot just because of the way we call plays, because we're a no-huddle team and we give all of our play calls through hand signals and line calls. You won't ever hear me call 3-by-1 left, 23 power. But that's really what this play is. We've got the 2-back running through the 3-hole. So 2-back, which is the tailback, quarterback would be the 1-back, running through the 3-hole. So that's what we mean by a 23 power. You won't hear me say that because of the way we call plays, but I do want you guys to know this because I think it's important for you guys to know as football players. So the hole numbering system is very simple. The odd numbers correspond to the left side of the line. So between the center and the left guard is the 1-hole. Between the left guard and the left tackle is the 3-hole, and outside the left tackle is the 5-hole. So they're all odd numbers. The right side of the line are the even numbers. So between the center and the right guard is the 2-hole. Between the right guard and the right tackle, the 4-hole. And outside the right tackle is the 6-hole. Very simple. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into what our tailback and linemen do. So in this case, 3-by-1 left power, or 23 power, whatever we want to call it. This is what the play looks like for the lineman. The left tackle is going to grab this end and take him out of the way. The left guard is going to come down on this nose and part the C so that we open up this 3-hole just like we went over. The center is going to block down and pin this tackle so that this right guard or backside guard can pull through the 3-hole and go and get the first guy that shows up. So like I was talking about earlier, blocking those 3 guys in that area, we now have hat on hat. Because we got the left tackle blocking the end, the left guard blocking the nose, and by pulling this right guard or backside guard over here, we now have 3 guys to block 3 guys. So they don't have anyone to tackle our tailback right away. And the right tackle has got the end over here. So once we snap the ball, the quarterback turns and pivots. The tailback takes that drop step, receives the handoff. He follows the right guard through this 3-hole, and he has got a foot race to the end zone against this Mike backer and free safety. That's the point of the play, guys. All right, let's get into right side power. All right, well, looking at power from the right side, so 2x2 right power or 3x1 right power. It doesn't matter the formation. We can run it out of any formation. But looking at power from the right, it's really not all that different from the left. The assignments really only change for a few linemen and for the quarterbacks and the tailbacks. The receivers, the L, the F, the Y, and the R, your job remains the same. Block the man over the top of you, get between your man and the ball carrier. Got a little carried away with my pen there. So the quarterback's going to receive the snap. He's going to pivot on that backside foot, in this case the left foot. His belly button's going to be facing the play side sideline, in this case the right sideline. He's going to have that ball extended with 2 hands out for the tailback to take from him. Tailback's going to take his drop step. He's going to lower his shoulders. He's going to receive the handoff, and he's going to run through the 4-hole, just like we just talked about. So the 2-back is going through the 4-hole. That's why a lot of teams would call this play 24 power. But because of the way we call plays, it'll just be 2x2 right, and then I'll give you the hand signal for power. And then the center will give the linemen their calls. The left tackle, backside tackle, will block this end. The center, and I'll get back to the left guard here in a second, will block down on this tackle. The right guard will block this nose right here, and this right tackle will block the end to create space in the 4-hole so that our left guard, or backside guard in this case, can pull through the 4-hole and go and get this Mike backer so we can get hat on these 3 so that the tailback can follow the left guard through the 4-hole, and then he is off to the races if this play is blocked right. So one more time, guys. Quarterback's going to receive the snap. He's going to pivot, 2 hands out to hand the ball off. The tailback's going to take that drop step, which gives the left guard and the rest of the line time to get their block set up. And then the tailback follows the left guard through the 4-hole, and then he is off to the races. That's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. But other than that, we will get into one of our next plays. Thanks so much for watching, guys.